The staff ignored Sarah. Her family ignored Sarah. And her mother, the wealthiest viral in the sector, Lady Zevith Chiron, interstellar shipping emperor, was always too busy negotiating trade routes or attending galactic courts. Sarah spent most days alone. But not when Ava was around. Ava picked her up gently, easing her from the blanket so the child could attempt her daily stretch. Ava supported her under the arms as Sarah's wobbly legs tried to hold weight. "One step," Ava whispered softly. "That's all we try. Just one." Sarah clenched her teeth. She trembled. Her knees faltered. But she took that one step and collapsed safely into Ava's arms. Ava hugged her close. "There you go. That's progress." Sarah buried her face against Ava's neck. "Why are you nice to me?" she whispered. "Everyone else says I'm a burden." Ava tightened her arms around her. "Because you deserve kindness. Because you matter." Sarah never answered, but she held Ava tighter every time. Middle. The billionaire arrives. Lady Zevith rarely came to the tower. When she did, the atmosphere shifted. Scientists rushed to look busy. Guards stood straighter. Even the lights brightened automatically. Today was one of those days. A shielded transport vessel landed on the roof with the sound of thunder, and moments later, Zevith herself stormed through the doors, tall, imposing, draped in shimmering black armor silk. Her sensory horns were elegantly curved, adorned with golden rings, signaling her status. She was furious. "Where is my daughter?" Her sharp voice snapped at the staff. "In the playroom, Lady Chiron," stuttered the head physician. She pushed past him. The doors slid open, and she froze. Because right there, on the floor on a soft mat, was a sight Zevith had never seen. Her daughter laughing. Laughing so hard she snorted. Because Ava, the human janitor, was lying face down, pretending to be crushed by a plush toy almost bigger than she was. "Human defeated," Ava said dramatically. "Tell my story." Sarah shrieked with joy and tugged the toy off her. "Ava." Again. Again. Ava gasped. "You're trying to kill me." Zevith's throat tightened. She had never heard her daughter laugh like this. Never. Sarah spotted her mother, and her smile immediately vanished. She lowered her head and clutched Ava's shirt, trembling. Zevith's heart twisted at the gesture. Her daughter sought comfort from a stranger instead of her. A janitor. "Human," Zevith growled, stepping forward. "What are you doing with my daughter?" Ava stood slowly, helping her walk, playing with her, keeping her company. "You are a cleaning worker, not a caregiver." "I know." But she was alone. Zevith's jaw clenched. Silence stretched between them, sharp, electric. Finally, she said, "Leave. At once." Sarah's hands shook violently as she grabbed Ava's sleeve. "No, please don't go. Mom, please don't make her go." Zevith froze again. Her daughter begging? All because of this human? The truth the billionaire never saw. Zevith had spent years seeking cures, medical breakthroughs, surgeries, genetic treatments, anything to fix her daughter's condition. But she had never once stayed with Sarah longer than a few minutes. Not once sat on the floor with her. Not once played with her. Not once held her when she cried. And here was a human, someone considered biologically inferior by viral culture, doing everything she never had. Zevith exhaled slowly. "Human," she said again, quieter this time. "Why are you doing this?" Ava hesitated, because telling the truth felt dangerous. Still, she spoke. "My little sister died 2 years ago. Same age as Sarah. She had muscle failure. She used to get scared at night because she couldn't move well. She always said she wished someone stayed with her more, talked to her more. played with her more. She swallowed. I couldn't save my sister, but I can help Sarah. Zevith felt something crack inside her chest. A fissure of guilt, of realization, of shame. She had given her daughter medicine, technology, and elite healthcare, but no love. A change of heart. Zevith approached slowly. Sarah flinched. Zevith forced herself to kneel, an act no viral noble was ever expected to do. Sarah, she murmured, touching her daughter's cheek gently. Do you like this human? Sarah nodded fearfully. She makes you happy? Another nod. Zevith breathed out. Very well. She turned to Ava. You will stay. Ava blinked. What? You will continue to accompany her, to help her walk, to play with her, to keep her company. A pause. Not as a janitor, as her caregiver. Ava stared at her. Are you hiring me? Zevith crossed her arms. No. I am offering you a contract, with full salary, housing, medical coverage, and personal security. Ava gaped. That's, Lady Chiron. That's too much. It is not enough, Zevith said quietly. But it is a start. Sarah wrapped her arms around Ava's waist and squeezed tightly. I want Ava, she whispered. Ava helps me walk. Zevith's eyes softened with the faintest glimmer of emotion. Then Ava you shall have. Ending. The walk that changed everything. Weeks passed. Ava worked with Sarah every day, gently strengthening her legs, teaching her to balance, encouraging her when she trembled with fear. Zevith visited more often too, slowly warming to her daughter. At first she watched from a distance. Later she joined in simple activities. Sometimes she sat behind Sarah to support her back. Sometimes she read to her. Sometimes she even laughed. Awkward, rusty, but real. Then came the day Sarah took her first real steps. Ava stood in front of her, hands extended. You can do this. I'm right here. Sarah inhaled shakily. She put one foot forward, then another, then another. Her legs wobbled wildly, but she did not fall. Zevith, watching from behind, covered her mouth as tears filled her eyes. Sarah took one final step and collapsed into Ava's arms, crying with joy. I did it. Ava lifted her, spinning once. You did more than that. You proved everyone wrong. Zevith stepped closer, voice trembling. Sarah, I'm so proud of you. Sarah's eyes widened. Zevith hesitated, then hugged her daughter for the first time in years. Sarah sobbed into her chest. Ava stepped back, giving them the moment. Zevith looked at her. This ordinary human who had done what no wealth, no technology, no empire had ever managed. You saved her, Zevith whispered. Ava shook her head. No. She saved herself. She just needed someone to believe in her. Zevith bowed her head, a gesture of deep gratitude in viral culture. Then know this, human, she said softly. You will never be invisible on this planet again. Ava finally smiled. For the first time in her life, she felt seen. And Sarah, the little girl once abandoned by her own world, now had two families. One by blood, and one by love.